I am Anna here. You have found 1332 Knitwear Design House. Like I said, I am Anna. I'm the boss lady, CEO, soul designer, and all-around knitting machine. Welcome to our Monday live stream. We do this here live stream every Monday. If you are new here and you hang out with us for a little bit and you like the content, please give us a like, a comment, and subscribe. If you want to help us grow, you can do that one of three ways. All three are over on Ko-Fi. The link will be down in the description box below. If you are a returner, a returning sub, or you're catching us on the playback, hey, how you doing? How you been? You good? You good? Alright. Working on the H today. Yep. I'm working on the front of the H. Let me tell you. I almost had a panic attack the other day because I'm like, I'm not going to get anything done. Nope. Nothing's going to be done. And then that was Saturday night. I was hollering about I'm not going to be able to get anything finished. I'm not going to have anything done for the sneak peek. And sister grabs a hold of me and she goes, Mom! She's like, what do you have going right now? And I'm like, everything's going except this one. And she's like, okay, how long does that take? I'm like, not long. She goes, okay. She's like, you got everything else going, and everything else is over halfway done, so you're good. I'm like, no. I've got some things that are not even halfway done. She goes, yes, but you've got some things that are most of the way done. If you hear licking coming from my house, it's laying right there giving herself a tongue bath. So I'm sorry if you hear that. Coffee is good today. What y'all got? What are y'all drinking? Like I said, this is the front of the H. I have to take it all the way up to 26 inches. It is a rib knit sweater dress. You guys will see the finished project during the sneak peek. That'll be the last live of 2025. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. After this, I gotta do the blogs. And then I have a sketch session scheduled for 4 o'clock. Yep, that's where I look at the 27 line and I sketch it out. Yep. I literally pull out the kid's giant atlas and go, oh, that's what I'm naming this one. Here lately, it's getting to the point, though, where I start to do that, and I'm like, oh, no, I got one that's named that. I can't name it. Let's do it again. Yeah. And I've got to get some black ink so I can print out my pattern papers. Because what I do is I got a pattern page that as I go I write down my pattern. Yep. And then once I get done with the season, then I transfer everything to the pattern master. Yep. I know that the 27 season, one of the products is a tweed sweater. Yep. With the cabling on the front. It look pretty. Yes, it will. Because I said so. Yup. And I'm going to take on my most ambitious thing yet. It is a long cardigan in the number 2 weight. So it's a lightweight, but it's a long cardigan. Yeah. It's going to take forever. You know, my most ambitious piece this year is the AU. Sister did say that next year I have to make a couple of the items in big girl size so she can have them. She goes, because I don't have any more hand knit stuff. I'm like, yeah, okay. Come on, Mama, pay attention to what the hell you're doing. Four by two, not 2 by 2. Yes, Finn is in the kennel. Dang kid. Finn has not had a good morning this morning. No, he has not. We went out this morning and he'd got all of his potties out, or so I thought. He'd left a manly pile out in the yard. And then we come in and I take the leash off of him, and take his rig off and fix my lunch, fix my breakfast, and go eat. And in the time it took me to eat, he had left another pile on the kitchen floor. Yeah. So he's in the kennel because apparently somebody got sick. Yippee. I got that all cleaned up, though. I'm like, you're going to go stay in the kennel for a while. Because Mom's got stuff to do, and I can't be running around cleaning up after your butt. So, there you go, kid. So, yeah, he's down to sleep in there now. I hope he stays that way for a while. Oh, yes, and on top of work, I have dishes and laundry. I have a buttload of laundry to do on top of my regular work. So, yippee. So how y'all doing? How are y'all feeling today? It is most definitely a Monday. Mondays always suck. I'm hoping this week I can save back enough out of my grocery money, that I can pick up the rest of the yarn I need to be able to finish the rest of the season. That would be lovely. I'm going to show you guys finished items, not pieces. Lucky me, though, the further I get into the season and the closer I get to the sneak peek, the more I realize that I may only need like 2 skeins and like 6 balls, and I'll have it all. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the sneak peek this year. Yep. I'm excited for you guys to see what I got going on. Yes, I am. What I'm doing all the time. I will admit, I get a little lazy. I maybe put in like 2 or 3 rows in a day, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm done. I just want to put my feet up and rest today because these guys have drove me crazy. Other nights, I sit here with documentaries on the TV and knit all night. Yep, done that too. Turn on a documentary and just knit to my little heart's content. Can y'all believe it's October already? Oh, did you get it? Kids let a fly in the house, and it buzzed past Ezra's ear, and she tried to grab it. It was cute. I didn't know a lady could move that fast. Yes, I'm talking about you. I didn't know you could move that fast. I get one tail thump on the floor. Mom. Well, I didn't do that this morning. I'll have to do that here in a little bit. Usually in the mornings, I'll light my candle over there and sit here with my coffee while the kids are still asleep. And sit back and do my morning meditation and then start knitting on whatever I've got going that day. Or at least that block during the day. This morning, I woke up and about fell over Sis because she, for some reason, curled up on my bedroom floor. No idea why. And I get my coffee going, and I bring my stuff out here with what I'm going to work on and everything. And I start, I just pick up what I'm working. I'm just pick it up and start knitting. Completely forgot my meditation and to turn on, to light the candle, and, and Diva Boy was laying right over there by the front door, and Big was over here on the couch. Yeah. So Mom had to be quiet. Oh, yes. They're not supposed to be in here. They were supposed to stay in their beds. Since when does anybody ever do what they're told? I want to do that. Yeah, don't. That's the tail banging off the floor. Yes, you are Mama's girl. One of Mama's girls. Your Mama's pretty girl. Yep. You and sister both are Mommy's pretty girls. She's laying there looking at me like, yeah, I know. Can I have what's in your cup? No, not good for doggies. See, and that's why I think Finn got into something that he shouldn't have, because that was unusual. Yeah, it was. It was very weird. See, what else have I got going today? Lunch today is easy. I'm having a Detroit pizza. Dinner tonight is burgers and fries, so it'll make the littles happy. It'll make Sis and Big happy. Diva won't eat it. There's only like 6 things that Diva eats anyway, so it's really no surprise. Yeah, surprise, not eating that. I got the tunis, the placket on the tunis, almost all the way up to the first curve. So it should be done within the week. Should be. Because I work on that at night when I'm getting ready to go to bed. Or like after the kids come home and they're driving me nuts. I can go hide out in my room and work on that. Yeah. It's only because it's cooler in there, because I keep the door shut most of the time. And, yeah, it's cool and quiet. And sometimes Mom needs a few minutes. Yep. So yeah. Work is moving right along. Everything is moving, just tickety-boo. Moving right along. And points to you if you understand that song. Give me a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about. If you know what show that's from. Moving right along. So yeah, after the stream today and the blogs, I need to, for knitting work, I need to get the G to the armpits so I can take off for the armpits. But I think I've only got like maybe one cable turn before I'll be there. I hope. So I gotta get there and take off for the armpits and then go up. But I'm only going up like two rows, so it's not that big a deal. And so most likely all told with the G, it'll be less than 6 rows, which isn't, it's not that big a deal. Probably half an hour to get that done. And then I need to remeasure the back of the mo and make sure I got it big enough, the M, and make sure I got it big enough, because that thing's got to go to 30 inches or 29 inches before I do the shoulder shaping. So I got to measure out and see how far I am there. I think I'm within like 5 inches of getting ready to do the shoulder shaping there. The CB, I got one arm hooked up, one sleeve hooked up. The CA, I have hit the other increases because it's got 2 different increases in the sleeve. I've hit the secondary increases in it, so I don't have much farther to go on it before I put them back on the same needle and just up a little bit and then do the shoulder caps. And then the only thing I will have left to do on that one is to sew it up, is to weave in my ends, sew it up, and then do the neckband. Yes, I have learned my lesson. I need to weave in my ends before I sew it up. Yeah. Because turkey butt in there has cabbaged on to the stripy one I did a few seasons ago. The Anchorage, I think it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's decided that, I was looking at it the other day after I got it out of the wash, and I'm like, dude, I messed up on this one bad. So I'm glad it's his blankie. Yes, don't ask me why we started calling it his mommy blankie, but it works. When he was little, he would like get a hold of it inside of it and just turn around and it just flop down. And when he flopped down, it always seemed like that last piece came down over his head. So you see his little black snout poking out. And that'd be it. Just a pile of sweater and a little big tiny black snout. Yep. He'd make a nest out of it. Don't look at me like that. See. I got to redo the C sleeves because I don't like how they turned out. The B is ready for the sleeves to be cast on. And then I gotta sew it up when it's all done and do the neckband there. The AU is, I'm almost done with going across the back. And then once I get done there and bind that off and wind it in, then I'll attach it back on where I'm supposed to, and then I'll be working on the front and the straps, and then that'll be done. So it is like 3/4 of the way done. Yep. Once I hit the straps, it'll be like 7/8 of the way done. And I'm ready. It's pretty, but I'm ready to be done. No. Once I do the lining and sew the lining in, then it'll be all the way done. Yes, because I have the stuff to do the lining. I just have to do it. Yes. The BI is being a pain in the butt. I gotta, like I said last week before, I gotta tink it back, but I want to make sure I got a cable that's big enough that I can put a couple of them together and tink it back so it doesn't get messy. And then I got to mark which pleats to drop, because I put too many pleats in it, and now instead of it being, normal sized, which is, about 33 inches, it is now this big. No, I gotta fix that. That won't even go over my head. The AL is almost to the armpit. And then, yeah, like I said, I don't have the MO on yet. But it's easy because it's 2 panels and you squish them together. Yeah. And some finished work around the sleeve holes and the neck hole. But I'm hoping that I get everything done by by New Year's Eve. Yes. This year has been rather ambitious. It has been. It's been quite ambitious. That is not what you're supposed to be doing, Mama. That is. Nerve. This is such a pretty color. You know that? It is a very pretty color. And the cool thing is the thread that I use on the G will work for this too, so. Good deal, good deal. Yep. Watch what the hell you're doing, Mama. When I put this on the cables this morning, because it was on a straight, it started out way down here. So I have been hauling butt this morning. Yep, it was way down here when I put it on the cable from the straight this morning. So Mama has been hauling tushy. Yes, I have been. I've got my yarn in a market bag that I made a while ago. See? Fabric grocery sack. Works pretty good if I'm walking around getting the littles on the bus and knitting at the same time. Or if I'm walking around here knitting and giving orders to the hooligans to do stuff. It works pretty good then. And depending what I have to pick up, I will take stuff like this with me when I go grocery shopping or when I'm picking up Big from school on Wednesdays. So I have something to do. Yep. I know, I can hear it already. He got bifocals for a reason. Women use them. I don't wanna. Holy crap, it's only been a half an hour. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and go so I can get my lunch early. So I can get that all taken care of, that and the blogs and that stuff. So I can kick back with my pizza and watch a documentary and then get right back to work. Okay? I know we're short today, but I've got a buttload to do. I will leave all the links to all the places you can follow me downstairs in the description box below. I got to get on the desktop to do the blogs anyway, so it's easier that way. Yes, it is. Because it's a bunch of copy and paste. I don't have to remember all my crap. Just copy and paste. Do. So yeah. I am going to get out of here and go get me something to eat. I'm going to get me something to eat and kick back. Anyways. You know what I'm going to say. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not awesome. Because you are awesome, you are amazing, and I love you. And if anybody tries to tell you different, kick them. Not actually kick them, but you know what I mean. Tell them they can kick rocks. There you go. That's what I mean. Because you're awesome. You're amazing. The world would be a damn sight colder place without you in it. Yep. Anyways, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I hope you have an amazing day. Huge hugs. Much love. Happy knitting, fam.